why you should add this and the reasons behind it. And that's what we were talking about before, the minutes. So then you could have a topic that you can set the permission so only one person can post and everyone can read, and then you can just post and you can create a new topic for every minutes. So you post the whole minutes and then you can actually have discussions underneath that. So say you weren't sure about something, you could then carry on discussions after that.
So what does the quick reply run?
The quick reply, the quick reply there, yeah, that's just on the simple version of the reply. So it's not really a reply, it's more a comment is what you'd think of it as. You're commenting on what he said.
So you just don't get the options.
Yeah, you don't get any of the fancy options or editor. So if you just want to,
inserted image.
So if say you just want to say, good, great advice, you can then just type that in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're just in a rush, you can do that. Nice and quick. We'll go back to the home of discussions, and we'll look at creating stuff. So say you want to, how to deal with disgruntled people, that's always fun. So in here you can, so say you've got a topic here, we've got for Facebook. If you want to create a new topic, so you've got a thread, here, so you want to talk about how to deal with disgruntled people in per person, you can click create new topic, and then it will take you to this interface here, where you can choose a topic icon, you can choose code, and then you can choose the message. So that's the message that they'll see for the topic. So we'll just put test and here, and you can add attachments as well. So if you had like an image related to the minutes, you could upload stuff relating to that as well, for example. Yeah, and you can, if you want to be notified about replies, you can then tick this box here. So because you're the creator, you'll get a notification coming up when you log in. Ding, you've got a reply. So you can preview it. Once it loads, it's going to load. We'll just submit it then. It's going to submit.
Did you need to put a subject?
Quite possibly. Hello world. There we go. And once it's submitted, you've then got here the topic hello world with the message test. So if we go back to discussions and how to deal with disgruntled people, you'll see there's now 2 topics instead of 1 before, and you've now got hello world and Facebook. So you can, for each new topic, you can post stuff in a section. Also, another thing here, you can see here, so we've got Emma, the 298 nurse. So she posted on that for Facebook. We can actually click on you here if we want to find out some more information about you, and it will bring up all this, so we can view your articles or your forum posts as well. So we can see all that information, so you can add your phone number and all that in there if you want. And you can also do that internally. So if we look on the for Facebook one, you can see it's got Peter's even uploaded a photo there, so you can see all that stuff.
Flash, eh?
But you can also click on them in here as well, and you can, if you think it's inappropriate, you can then report it to the moderators, and it will ping up on our notice saying this needs to be reviewed and all that. You can favorite stuff as well. So say you want to favorite a topic, and it will give you more information. It will notify you for everything, and you can subscribe, which off the top of my head I'm pretty sure it sends you out email notifications. So if you subscribe to it, it will send you an email every time someone posts. So if you want to be informed that way, it can do that as well. And that's the basics of forums. That can do more complex stuff, but we won't get into detail for that now.
What's the karma thing?
Yeah, because I thought it was like on Facebook, so I was
not really.
I was clicking karma on the posts that I liked, and then it told me I'd run out of. I couldn't.
You'd run out of karma.
Yeah, I couldn't give any more karma for 2 hours or something. I'd given too much karma.
If there's a post that you think's really good, you can give them more karma. So say you ask a question in a topic, and you think, oh, this is the best answer they've got, you can give that person +1 karma. And so it's just more for help. So say you see a user and he's got no karma, you can go, maybe he hasn't been providing very helpful feedback, and then you see someone with 200
It's more
karma.
for bigger forums.
But you can
Right.
see, but you can see that.
Well, I
this-
gave you lots of karma, Peter.
You can see
Thank you.
you can go like, this
So
person's
she'll
got a lot
love,
of,
you know.
this person's got a lot of karma, he must know what he's talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably not so much you go on forums where there's 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You see someone with 10,000 karma, you think, oh, they'd be pretty big on this forum.
Yeah.
yeah, they know what they're talking about. So we'll move to the important documents now.
I think at the
Um,
moment it's only me and you on there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is at the moment.
Yeah. On here we've got two sections at the moment, marketing material and legal documents, but you can request to add more and we can put that up. So in the important documents we could also create a minutes section, a notes section and all that. And inside here, marketing materials, it's the same as before, it's just an article. So in the submit an article, you can submit it to the important documents. Now, if I remember correctly, because the public, it may say it's public when you select important documents, but we've got a function that it blocks it. So if they try to, they can't. So if you submit it into the important documents section and submit an article or submit content, it will come up in here, depending on what categories you select. So we can look in here.
And everywhere you see a pencil, it means you can edit those documents.
Yeah. So if we look in here, this is just a standard article, and we've got these here. This is just for the branding, logo, etc. So in here, this is the marketing section. This is where we'll be dumping all our marketing, so email footers, letterheads, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, which we're working on. But if you want stuff added there, you can. Some of the bigger sections we'll have to create, but you can create all the subsections and content for that. If you want to create a bigger section like minutes, we can create that. So you just flick us an email with the details, and yeah, we can set up all that information for you and give you access to that. As you can see, it's got the standard stuff here, but that's just plugins.
If you were going to drop minutes onto there, can you specify who actually sees those minutes? Like if it was a private...
Yes, you can. It's the system we're using is quite good like that. You can specify who can see the minutes.
Okay.
And you can make it public, private, or select the individual users.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing in the My Menu is
there's
also...
different level meetings that you said. There's one's for the general hub.
Yeah, or like we had that house meeting the other day, over the road, whatever. Well, no,
And the
the only people that
different,
need to see that are those that are in that house.
the different
So we can
committees as
specify.
well, too.
The committee meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you so you do it based on that.
Yeah. So you can have discussion forums as well within the committees that are just confined to members of the
Yeah,
committee.
You can actually make special groups of people, so we could,
Yeah,
if we
so-
knew who the people were, we could do that on the admin side.
Yeah, so you email us that, we can set that up as well. Set up groups, so you can then just select one group instead of selecting all the users as well.
Yeah.
Another thing also, people, if you just want to find someone on the hub as well and you're logged in, you can then browse through everybody that's on here.
Yeah, you online.
Yeah, so you can also
Found it. I remember my past.
you can also come up on here and yeah, so you can actually also send them messages here. So Steve's got his email, we can select here, and if I remember correctly, it's going to pop up in Outlook, which doesn't need to happen. But you can browse through everybody, and so you can search for people. You've got all these people here, tells you who they are, and just general information about them. Most people aren't online.
Scroll up. What is that? There's a picture there with. Keep going up. There. Stop.
Oh,
That
yeah,
yellow
with
thing
that
there
little
with the-
smiley
What is
face.
that?
Yellow thing. Quite possibly. Well, before a user is allowed to go on, they have to be approved and checked by us. So that user is possibly pending review at the moment.
Okay. Right.
So it'll just be small icons like that, and you'll get to know them further down the track. They'll just appear, and some of them are a bit illogical, but we can change those to more logical ones. And I think that's pretty much a rundown on the website.
Profile, editing your profile.
Yep.
Can you put your cell phone number in there?
We can enable that. I think that's turned off at the moment, but if you just tell us what you want, we can set all that up.
Maybe your cell phone number and your address, because a lot of us have changed houses.
Yeah.
So just so that you can say what.
Yeah, we can
house
add
you're
in all that. So you can just Because I think at the moment you can't.
No, it's
you
blocked.
can't.
You
Yeah,
can
you
make
can't.
an email and.
Yeah. But that's just work in progress.
So I think things like that, then that would go into the discussions forum in terms of what would you want changes for the website.
Yeah. So
So that's the whole point of it, I guess, is when you go back to
we go into discussions.
Yeah.
and you'll have a section there on ideas for the website.
Yep. So there's
So, like, how do you
suggestions
know
box.
when the
Website
discussion's
ideas.
over?
How do you know when it's over?
Yeah,
Well,
so
it-
how long can these go? So I don't use.
Well, they
forums
can
or-
go on forever, but the thing about the forums, the administrators, they can do what they call closing a topic or discussion, and then people can still view it, but no one can then post on it. So it's available for everyone who's logged in to view, or the selected members, but they can then no longer post or edit or change anything. So then it just
Oh, it's
becomes
just the-
And it just
Yeah.
drops
Time
down
just
to the
sit there.
bottom of
and it will
the-
just drop down to the bottom, but it
They're
will
in order of time.
when they're posted. So the newer stuff's always going to be on top, which is probably what you want.
So if you started a forum, you can't just end it. The administrator has to do it, isn't it?
The administrator. I think we can change it though, so the person who created the topic can. So if someone creates a topic, which is the discussion, they then have control over it.
So you
So
could set a time specification on it.
I think you can as well. From our admin side, we can do that. We can say, so this topic's open for 7 days, and then you can have.
Yeah, that
Alright.
would be great, because sometimes we need to make a decision or just put it out there. You don't want it going on forever and ever.
No.
You want it to
Yeah.
be closed off pretty fast.
Yeah.
What's the one you want on the marketing and PR ideas? Can you just click on that for me? Butterflies.
Helium.
Oh, that's the new one.
The
Oh, right,
good
yeah,
new
sorry.
one.
Another useful thing is all the articles that are published onto the website, they can be archived. So you can have your new stuff going up all the time, and everything else can be archived.
So we can archive it, and it will still be on the website, but it may not be visible.
Right.
But if you want to request that, we can then add the ability to view archive documents. So we can just archive every article, last month's articles, but then you can then go online and you can view all those. So it'll still be all on the website.
Alright, so when you post something up there, can you put a time limit for how long it appears
Yes, you
on the site?
can.
So you don't have to manage it?
Yeah, you can set
You
a
can,
time.
you can even set a timer, can't you, for when you wanted to post it and when you wanted
Yeah,
it
you can
removed.
you can actually
Oh,
set
yeah,
a
so remove itself.
yeah remove or archive itself, so it will then be on. So yeah, you can do all that.
Yeah, and you can do that when you're submitting
That
an
can be
article.
done.
You have those
Yeah,
options.
you can have those options.
Is there any one place in there where you can see everything that you've submitted?
Yeah.
That would be under your profile. Articles or forums?
Everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be here. So
Yeah.
Okay.
if you log in and select my profile, you've got contact info. So you've got articles. So that's every article you've ever submitted,
Click on forum. You post it on
and
the forum.
forum. So there you can see I've got my Hello World post, and that's come up in there. So if you want to see everything you've ever posted and every forum thing you've ever done, you can click on my profile and it shows you all your information as well. And you can do the same thing for other users, but those users can make it public or private and all that. So you can choose all that as well if you get